Hey guys, how you doing? It's Ashley and I'm back with another video. The topic that I'm going to talk about today has a bit of controversy because a lot of people see it in, I want to say, a negative light. So what I'll be talking about is tongue piercings. A lot of people think of a tongue piercing, they automatically start thinking, the nasty. And when I got my piercing, I honestly got it because, first of all, I'm scared of needles, but I always wondered what it was like to have a tongue piercing. It doesn't sound like a good enough reason to get it, but for me, that honestly, that's what it was. And I figured eventually dot dot dot. Although I'm still scared of needles, I just want to talk about, the tongue piercing and what to expect and life after the tongue ring. When you started watching this video or you read the title of this video, you may have been thinking some things. There's a lot of people, when they see a female or male with a tongue ring, they automatically start thinking, oh, that's some look nasty. Oh, you're nasty. So that is definitely life after a tongue piercing. Like, if I close my mouth and I'm just looking, with my septum, I probably look mean, but once I open my mouth, like, hi, how you doing? They see that tongue ring, people go ballistic. I have had guys try to talk to me because of my tongue ring, believe it or not. Although that in itself can get frustrating, once you get a tongue ring, you gotta expect that to happen way more. That's not something you're ready to experience, I definitely say consider that because it's going to happen. Besides people judging you when they see you with a piercing, when I actually went to go get the piercing, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was looking busted. It was cold outside. I was just like, y'all, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna move on with life. And I went to do it. And I'll definitely share that video now. Stick your tongue out. Stick your tongue out as far as it goes.
Oh, can I try this? Oh, where's one that I can borrow yours?
Oh, look.
Alright, bye.
Stick your tongue out. Breathe. 1, 2, 3. Stick your tongue out. Open. Good job. You took that like a G. Swallow. Good job. Let me see. Just clean a little bit. Here you go, babe. You see in the video, I was very nervous. The worst part of the piercing for me was when she put the forceps on my tongue. I believe it's forceps. It has to be forceps. Once she put that on my tongue, that was the worst part. Like, it was hurting. It was hurting. Again, I do not have a high pain tolerance. I am a wuss when it comes to needles or anything that's gonna hurt. Like, that's just me. I can't fight. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll say it was probably a 4 because of the forceps. But when the needle went through and she was putting in the jewelry and screwing it in, I did not even feel that because I was so distracted by the forceps. So me being a wuss, having a low pain tolerance level, the worst part about getting a tongue piercing was the actual forceps that she put on my tongue. That in mind, when it was time for me to go home and the healing to start, my tongue actually started swelling up. I want to say before I even left the establishment. I didn't even feel it. Like, it was no pain. I just realized that my tongue felt bigger than before, and it was starting to feel numb. Say I can't remember the exact amount of time, but it took about a week for my tongue to go, the swelling in my tongue to go down, and for me to start eating again. I remember like 2 days in, I went to this Caribbean market and my friend, we were getting some oxtails and rice and beans, and oh my gosh, I was trying to eat the food and like my tongue was like still swollen, but I didn't know, and I'm trying to eat and I'm like I couldn't even bite because my tongue was so swollen. Keep in mind though, they recommend staying on liquid foods for the first few days to give your tongue the proper time to heal and the swelling to go down. As far as healing, I don't really like salt water and stuff, so I didn't do any of the salt soaks or anything like that. Basically what I did is I had mouthwash and I used mouthwash almost every time I ate. And whenever I brushed my teeth, I, till this day, even before I got my piercing, I brushed my tongue and brush around the piercing, get as close as I could to the hole, and just work my way out. Your regular brushing, but you want to make sure you take extra care of that area. It healed. I actually did not have a problem. I did not like the metal bars in my mouth because I felt like that was somehow, some way chipping at my teeth. I felt like I would swallow the bar because the bar was like this long. Yeah, so it was like getting in the way. So once it healed, I'll say like a month or so into it, I switched my bar for a smaller bar. And I also started using acrylic bars because I feel like that is way more safer for my tongue and my mouth and when I'm chewing. As you can see, so there are times that you can expect to accidentally bite the piercing or bite the jewelry in the piercing. And with the metal ball, I was just starting to feel highly uncomfortable with that. Now, one thing that you do not hear about, and this is just an extra, is, and this is not only what I've experienced. I know several people with tongue piercings, with the straight vertical piercing or horizontal or frog eyes or snake eyes on the tip, and they have all experienced a ball falling off. Now I have a friend she probably won't like this that I'm sharing this, but I have a friend who almost every time she eats, I'll say like once or twice a month, when she's eating, the ball will probably fall off while she's eating, and there's been times where she's actually swallowed the ball without noticing it. So that's happened to me. I haven't swallowed the ball because I try to be extra careful, but there's times where I'm just minding my business and chilling and I feel the ball come off. Now that's to be expected. Now what you're supposed to do to prevent that from happening is tighten the ball on the jewelry every few days to try to prevent that from happening. So it's not guaranteed that won't happen. That definitely helps remove the likelihood of it happening. Speaking of that, yeah, that's it. That's really all you have to do. Just tighten it. So there's a lot of different jewelry that you can get for your tongue piercings, and then it also depends on which one you get. As far as mine, you'll probably see in the different pictures that I add the different types of designs that I have, but the list is endless. You can have vibrating tongue rings and yeah. He got some vibrating tongue rings. But back to rated E for everyone. um, I can't think of anything else that I could add to this video, but please feel free to, you know, ask any questions, comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions as soon as I can. As that, thanks for tuning into my video about the tongue rings. I hope you enjoy. If you get your tongue ring, I hope you enjoy your tongue ring. And I believe next I'll be talking about my septum piercing, which is right here. But until then, have a great day, guys.